The Ministry of Internal Affairs of Uganda has just released the first ever national migration policy. And this comes at a time where we're having deep conversations around things like labor migration, brain drain, diaspora investment, and remittances, issues that are affecting so many young people in Uganda. And when it dropped, your girl could not resist. So let's get into it. So just to make sure that we're in the same base level on what migration policy is, it's a government framework on how a country manages the movement of people into a country, out of it, and within its borders. So it sets rules on immigration, emigration, labor migration, refugee, citizenship, and border control. In simple terms, it determines who can enter, who can stay, who can work, and how a country protects its citizens abroad. So for a long time, Uganda has managed migration mainly through laws, like the Uganda Citizenship and Immigration Control Act. But there was no single integrated policy tying everything together. Until, of course, the new National Migration Policy. The policy touches on the hot topic of labor migration because between 2016 and October 2024, nearly 294,000 Ugandans were officially externalized for work abroad. In 2021 alone, over 88,000 left. While this reduced unemployment pressures, it increased remittances and largely exposed the amount of abuse workers abroad experience on a regular basis. The policy hopes to mitigate these challenges through regulation of recruitment companies, enhancing pre-departure tracking, and deploying labor attaches in embassies to reduce migrant abuse and trafficking cases by 50% by 2029. This also likely points on the issue of brain drain, which is a huge issue in Uganda, where we're losing skilled professionals, engineers, doctors, teachers, who leave Uganda to work abroad, and the policy is trying to either benefit or retain that particular talent, meaning it's going to introduce structured reintegration programs, diaspora engagement, and systems that allowed skilled Ugandans abroad to invest, transfer knowledge, and return home more easily. A key thing that the policy also touches on is remittances. Janice, what are remittances? Well, a remittance is a non-commercial transfer of money by a foreign worker. And this money is sent for household income or it's just sent back to their homeland. And in just 2023 alone, Uganda received 1.4 billion US dollars in remittances alone. You guys have money. That is money sent home by Ugandans working abroad, which contributes about 3% to Uganda's GDP. And the policy aims to increase the remittances from 3% to 20% through creating better investment channels and register at least 300,000 Ugandans living abroad into a national database. The policy also touches on refugee management, which is very important given that Uganda hosts around 1.7 million refugees and asylum seekers. So the policy wants to create an integrated database for refugees, for stronger coordination, and a long-term sustainability plan. Did you know that over 1,000 people were trafficked in 2023 alone? And so the policy is also tackling human trafficking and migrant smuggling. The policy tackles citizenship and statelessness to issues like internal displacement due to climate change. I have only just mentioned some of the few things that I found very interesting in this policy, but there's so much more that you could explore. This transition is so important because it directly links migration to national development, making it easier for Ugandans to get protection and a clear understanding of what their rights are in the migration scene. And if you have made it to the end of this video and you want to learn more about the National Migration Policy, please Google it. You'll find the full PDF online. Till next time, bye!